Welcome to 2019. Today is my first video of the new year. I have been missing for the first week. It wasn't intentional, it just kind of happened that way, but I'm back and I'm really excited, and I'm just here to tell you that if you feel like you've already fallen off your New Year's resolutions or you're not quite organized, don't worry, because I don't consider the 1st of January to be until today, which is the first Monday after the first week of the new year. So I like to take the first week of January just to kind of relax and still holiday and whatever it is that I want to do. And now this is the week that I'm getting back into life, back into work, and I'm actually really excited. The first thing that I did last week to start to feel a little bit more organized for the new year was clean my entire house, and there was so much to clean. I had to unpack all of my suitcases from traveling and put everything away. I had so much washing to do. And I also had to clean up the mess of me destroying my apartment, trying to get ready and go to events for 3 days in a row. So yeah, I made a really big mess to start off the year, and I had to clean it to feel organized. So I'm just letting you know, if you feel a little bit lost and you don't know where to start in organizing your life, just clean your house from top to bottom and you'll feel so much better. I filmed all of the cleaning stuff last week, so I'm just gonna throw this in here and give you a little bit of cleaning motivation for the start of the year. This is the current state of my living room area. This is where I did my New Year's Eve flat lay. I have this old IKEA desktop that I did bring from my old place. It sits in next to my fridge, and I bring it out when I want to create some sort of flat lay or something like that. And this one included glitter, so I need to vacuum, and I just need to tidy all of this up, because making flat lays, they look so beautiful and they're fun to do, but they create an awful mess. My living room's quite a bit messy at the moment. I just have stuff everywhere. This is one of the containers I used in my flat lay, and it actually holds all my coins from whenever I've been traveling internationally. I have some Skin Institute stuff, a card from Christmas, a book that I brought back with me, some clothes, and then of course, this is my Christmas present from Dan. It's from T2, and it is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life, and I don't know where to put it because it's kind of like a decor piece, but I will also use it for tea as well. And then I've got shoes. And then over here, my curtain fell down on this side because for some reason I didn't get the largest hooks when I bought the hooks, so I need to go to Bunnings, and that's one of the first things I need to work on in the new year. My house has been clean for a few days. It has felt amazing, and that was the best thing I probably could have done to start off the year, was just make sure everything was neat and organized. Today being Monday, the start of the week and the start of my new year, I would like to work on some of my goals, do some of my planner and organization stuff, and finish tidying up any of the things that I have to tidy up, and share with you some of the things that I've started to work on to make me feel more organized for the new year. This is the first thing that I actually started working on. So as you know, I had my little chest of drawers here for my TV, and I needed a TV unit and I needed to work on the DIY. Well, I finally purchased a TV unit, and it should be here sometime this week, which I'm so excited about. I can finally put these boxes away here. I can start storing all of this stuff that was in the drawers away properly, and I can start to feel like I have a more cleaned, organized, and nicely designed house, which makes me really excited. Anyway, I'm so glad I made a start on that, because I actually feel like I'm making progress already, and it's the first week in. And then over here behind the couch, I have actually started painting one of the drawers, and I've made the decision to, because the inside of the drawer is not particularly very nice. I'm going to use marble contact paper from Kmart, which should also be nice to put my clothes in, because I don't really want my clothes catching on any of this old wood. So I started painting it. I've been using this old sheet as a drop cloth, and I'm really excited for that. And out here is my workspace. So I still just have to sand off this part of this drawer, and then I can paint it. And I also made a start on the rest of the drawers. I did this bit and the top, and I would like to get in and do a little bit more of that today. My goal at the moment is to try and do a little bit each day so that I can get it done as soon as possible. It feels so good to have made a start on those goals. I mentioned them in my 2019 goals video, and I feel like I'm making progress. I can now start looking at other goals I would like to make, and I'm just not spacing it out. I just wanted to get stuck in for 2019 and really start ticking things off my list. So that feels good. My apartment is gonna be a little bit of a mess for a few days, but it's worth the sacrifice to know that within the first 2 weeks, I'm going to have achieved 2 of my goals, and that is awesome. So all I can recommend is just making a start on your goals, because I've been putting those off for months because I knew I would be creating a mess in here and I knew it would be a bit difficult to do, but I'm so glad that I finally started on it and I can get it over and done with. As you'll see behind me, there's a pretty big mess. I have mess there because I stayed at Dan's last night and I just have the bits and pieces that I need to put away from being at his place. And then I also made breakfast and I need to clean that up. Plus I have some Christmas decorations that should go away. And I'm thinking I might take down my Christmas tree, which makes me a little bit sad because I love the lights and how festive it is. But it really should come down, and I feel like I'll be organizing myself more if I put away the Christmas decorations and put the festive season behind me. It's so sad to say. As I was saying, from this section, I need to put away all of my Christmas decorations. I also have this adorable little string plant that Rachel got me that I do need to find a pot for and plant. For now, it's fine being in that water, but I don't want to leave it too many days. She's like propagated it and her house is full of plants right now, so that was really awesome. And of course I have my paint. This is British paints, paint and prime, so I only have to do 2 coats. I don't have to prime it, which is awesome. And then I just have to do the dishes from breakfast, so I'm gonna clean this space up. I wrote a little list this morning of all the home sort of stuff I want to do because I did such a big clean last week. Now all I have to do is just tidy up little bits and pieces each day, which I love to do. I love to do a little bit of cleaning every single day. So I've almost finished my list. My kitchen bench is nice and clean now. I just have to put away the last load of washing from last week. And then I also have to put away a bunch of shoes because I pulled out my shoe wardrobe yesterday because I was trying to find the perfect pair of flats to wear to the beach, which I don't even know why I tried on every single pair because I went with the first pair that I had anyway. So last week, another thing that I actually did was, besides pulling out all of my slides, I completely cleaned up my room because this was a mess. You should have seen it when I had my friend come over to try and pick outfits for New Year's Eve. Oh my goodness, we just put stuff everywhere, and my wardrobe, because I haven't finished the DIY and I don't have a place for all my clothes, in there was just a huge pile of clothes. So I actually sat down last week, just one night while it was really quiet and by myself, and I just went through and completely sorted everything in my wardrobe. It's all really neatly put together now, which makes me feel really happy and just less stressed knowing that my wardrobe's way neater. I didn't film it because I was just trying to get it done, but you should see it. It's amazing. Oh, I really need to vacuum the floor as well. I should do that today as well. So this is my current wardrobe situation. I have pants, like long sleeve tops, pajamas. I don't know what's at the back. I think it's like nicer clothes that I didn't have time to hang up, or I don't have coat hangers for them. Gym clothes, sweat clothes, shirts, singlets, and then shirts, and then all my other bits and pieces. So this is neat. This was just a huge pile of stuff last week, and it was so nice to sit down and just sort through that. So maybe sorting through your wardrobe or cleaning something up in the next couple of weeks is another great way to be more organized for the new year. I'm gonna vacuum the floor in a second because it really needs it, and I'm just gonna add that to my list of things to do around the house today. This is my new throw rug that Dan got me for Christmas. I still have the tag on it. I need to take it off, and I've put the pink one out in the living room, and then I brought my yellow cushion in here, and then I have this yellow box on my bedside table, and I need to bring in the other bedside table when I get like a new, better coffee table. That's the next piece of furniture I'd like to buy. But this is my room right now, and I think it's coming together quite nicely. So for my first day of what I consider to be the new year, I have managed to do all of the like household errands and chores that I wanted to do, and now I want to do some planning stuff. So as you guys know, recently I have been printing out the Apple calendars so that I can have it on my desk so I can write in all my details. So that's what I'm going to do first, because I need to start writing down my dates for January, because otherwise I'm going to forget all of the things that I've organized and planned, and then I don't want to be late or missing things. So that's why I do this. This is my little calendar. I think I might need to move my paper over in my tray a little bit because that line is very close to the edge. But this is my monthly calendar, and it's just the easiest thing to use. I don't know if I want to get an actual desk planner or whether I'll just keep doing this, but this is how I keep track of all my events and dates and appointments and whatnots that I plan with people so that I don't forget anything. I just realized that I forgot to mention that this video is being filmed halfway through the day. This is the second half of the day. It is currently almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I know it's a little bit late to be printing out all of my calendars and stuff on what I consider to be my January 1st, but I spent the first half of the day editing a video that just did not work. I spent 4.5 hours on it and I just couldn't get it to work the way that I wanted to. So when the video finished, I was like, I can't waste any more time on this because it's just not working how I want it. Let's scrap it. Let's start new. And with that point, I just wanted to say that, you know, if you feel like you've messed up the first week or you've messed up part of your day, or even if you mess up the whole first half of the year, it doesn't mean you should give up. You should keep going. So when I had kind of spent the whole first half of my, you know, January 1st completely messing it up, I was not going to give up on the rest of the day. I was like, we can regroup, we can make another video, we can make this work. So I've been super productive and I've been smashing it out this afternoon, and I feel good because I'm turning around a day that kind of started off as a bit of a waste. So I just wanted to put that out there. Don't give up because you can turn a bad day around. Actually, while I'm sitting here, if you're wondering about this top with this really cool sequin detailing, it's from Cotton On. I'll leave it linked in the description. This is my little calendar. This is my January calendar, and I'm gonna use one of my favorite pens. This is actually one of my pens for fashion drawing. I should probably buy some more of these just for writing with and not just fashion. I'm gonna write in everything that I've planned so far. So tomorrow, Tuesday the 8th, I have a hair appointment at 11 a.m. because at the beginning of every year, I always get my hair done. And I'm gonna go see Peter and I'm gonna get my roots done because one of my goals for this year is to stop having my roots grown out. One of my goals for 2019 is to make sure I'm getting my hair done regularly. Anyway, so I just put hair 11 a.m. It's there so I can see it. Oh, and I also use this to track exercise. So I've been doing that in a different color. These are some of my colored markers, but they're actually really large to write with. So I think what I might do is almost use these as highlighters because they're kind of cute. So I'm gonna take my little pen and I'm going to write down that for today, I did my legs. I did a workout this morning. Yay, workout. Put in that I did legs this morning. I'm gonna put all of my little exercises in the bottom left corner, and then I'm gonna highlight it with orange. So all my fitness stuff can be in orange. Pretty intense orange, but it looks good. That way I know, and I can just visually see with all the colors in my page as the month progresses how often I've been working out, and I would like to make it a minimum of 4 to 5 times a week. Anything less, like, I'm gonna be a bit upset. I'm actually trying to think of all the other things that I've planned out for this month, and I don't know that I have a lot planned. Oh, actually, I'm going away for the weekend. That's something I can write down. Anyway, you get the idea. This is what I use to literally organize my life and have like a visual representation of where my month is going. So it just sits here on my desk. If I don't like it, I will slide it under my laptop so it's not quite visible, but that makes me feel a little bit more organized so far. Another thing I've been thinking about working on for the new year and getting myself more organized is my diary and how I'm going to plan my life. So this is my bullet journal. I've had many questions on this. It's beautiful. It is from a brand called Daycraft, and I got it in a little boutique stationery store in South Melbourne, and I love it. It's beautiful and it's lasted quite a while. Like, I filled up maybe half of the book actually. You know what, I'm probably about halfway through, which is great. I love it when I can actually fill a notebook. I just don't know if bullet journaling is where I want to go this year. It's so hard. I go in and out of phases of wanting a bullet journal or wanting an actual diary like my Key planner, which is in one of the boxes somewhere in storage. I don't know if I should pull that back out and get some like 2019 inserts and start planning that way. It's tough. It's a tough decision of how I want to plan my life, but for now I think I'm gonna stick with my bullet journal. I've drawn up another day like my old ones. I don't know if I showed you guys my old ones. Fun days where I drew in little plant motifs and stuff around the page, and then I also just kind of broke everything down into different categories, and it was really fun to do. So yeah, that's where I'm at with those, and I think I'm gonna keep this as my daily to-do list, and I am working through mine, which feels amazing. And then this is also another notebook that I have to do all of my video ideas, and you know what, I think that's kind of it for now. I think I might be sorted on the notebook things. I might change and maybe get some new stuff, I don't know. But for today, my January 1st, I'm going to just leave it with this, and this is my way of organizing my life. These two and this like little desk calendar, and that's it. The last thing that I wanted to talk about today, feeling a little bit more organized, actually we're gonna do the second last thing because I just saw my Christmas tree. The last thing I'm gonna do today is pack up my Christmas tree, but second last thing, I'm gonna talk about some actual goals. Hopefully these will give you guys a little bit of inspiration if you're stuck for goals. These ones are not my major goals, they're actually quite small, but I think it's very important to have goals of all different sizes. And so I'm gonna run through some of the things that I'd like to work on in my home area because I think it's an important category to have some goals. As you know, know I moved a couple months ago, so I'm still trying to set myself up. I haven't finished everything yet. And like I said at the beginning of this video, I bought a TV unit and I started on the DIY, but there's a few other things I'm gonna run through with you. And I'm kind of doing this too because it's helping me set them in my mind if I say them out loud to you. So we're gonna do the goals and then the Christmas tree. As you know, this is my desk setup, and my desk, this is from Freedom. I have had a bajillion messages about this desk asking where it is from. So there you go, it is from Freedom. It is the most beautiful golden glass trestle desk and I absolutely love it. And then this is kind of the setup that I have. And it's not perfect, it's not right, and I need to work on this. I do have these great little drawer storage that I got from Officeworks up here, and it's looking cute, but one of my January goals is to finish this off, and I will do a whole organizing and styling this up video as well, so stay tuned for that. I don't know when, but January is the month that I plan to finish this desk. Moving into the living room, and I covered this before, I can't wait to get my TV unit because then I'm going to have all the storage in the world to put this into, which is great because it's just books and electronics mostly, and then some knickknacks and things like that, and then the boxes over there which will need to go in there as well. Over here in the sun I have another like project. So this is my curtain on the floor, and it's been here for about 2 and a bit weeks. It should be hanging up just like that one, but for whatever reason I got the medium size 3M hooks and not the large ones. The medium size hooks can't handle the weight of the curtain, and so I went and picked these ones up from Bunnings the other day, and I need to stick these up. This is actually a project I can probably do this afternoon because it's pretty simple, but I've been meaning to do it for a few weeks now. And one more home goal that's all about storage and organization is I have a lot of stuff sitting out on the deck. I actually have the box for my Christmas tree just sitting out in the balcony, and I'm trying to find a little like almost storage locker that I can put out there so that I can have some extra storage. That's on my goal to try and work that out as well. I would just like a nice little outdoor storage cupboard so I could put like my potting mix and like some of my gardening tools in there for my little plants and whatnot. And that's actually reminds me of another little goal that I have. I think I've mentioned this before, and this is my new little string plant. I'd like to get a nice little pot for this guy in the next week or so I can plant him and don't have to have him sitting in water anymore, but it's adorable and I can't wait. Look, there's another little one growing. Isn't that cute? Also on the note of plants, my devil's ivy is doing so well. It's growing about a new leaf every week, which I think is pretty impressive. This is one of my special ornaments from my nan. It's a hand-painted glass bauble that's painted from the inside. So it has a special box that it goes into. There's a little note and card in there, and my nan gave this to me a few years ago. And so it's my special ornament, and it goes in here and actually stays in the TV unit because I just don't want to put it into that tub. And speaking of tub, this is my Christmas storage tub. Here is my tree, and I am going to take this all down. I'm not gonna lie, I feel really dizzy after trying to unwrap the lights off the tree. I'm gonna go get the box and put the rest away. So that's pretty much it for today's video. I think I've done everything that I kind of wanted to do on what I consider to be my January 1st to help me feel a little bit more organized. I hope you guys found this video interesting or helpful or inspirational or anything along those lines. And I'm gonna go and spend the afternoon editing this video so that I can upload it tomorrow. I have a whole bunch of emails to attend to, which I'm sure many of you know, like you go off work for 2 weeks and then all of a sudden your inbox is so full. So I've got to do a lot of that this afternoon and then also finish off editing a video that I kind of started a week or so ago. So that's going to be my evening. I'm going to get a cup of tea and settle in with my laptop. And I hope you guys have enjoyed. I hope you're having a fabulous start to the new year. Up the top here, you can check out my last video. Down the bottom, I'll leave a link to another one of my videos, and I'll see you in the next one.